Peace. All right. I want you to remember something that I said earlier. I said basically a ritual is acting something out um, to create a spiritual echo, so it'll echo back to the third dimension and become what you call your reality. So any ritual you're doing is basically certain steps symbolically to actually hit at least the astral realm and create a impact and come right back to you in your reality. So the greatest ritual is Hollywood. Hollywood is the greatest ritual going because they are actually acting things out. They are constantly stereotyping you in movies, and I go in detail in this in my book to act things out. They can create a movie just to get you to love it, then act out the reality, and because you are already lined up and have seen this in your subconscious mind in the movie and loved it and agreed to the movie, they can actually act these things out on earth. So last week the spirit told me watch the movie Core. Came out some years ago, and basically the movie was about HARP has failed, and they called it Destiny. It has failed, and they had to jumpstart the planet again. Now, this is what's interesting, and I knew there was a reason they told me to watch it. The ship that the brother made, Delroy Lindo, in the movie Core, he used a substance called unobtainium. Unobtainium. So I heard this shit recently someplace before. Turns out, in the movie Avatar, what they're digging for is something called unobtainium. So wait a minute. So I went to look up unobtainium, and you can look it up too. Spelt like it sounds, unobtainium, and it says it means nothing. It's just a symbol of something that's unattainable, something that's deep. They show a couple of places where it was used, but evidently is used in the movie Core, which is a harp movie, and the movie Avatar, and they both must dig. So this was clear. This was the spiritual indication and made the connection. The movie Avatar is all about Haiti. All about Haiti. Now, it blew my mind. You know, I don't like giving this white man credit for everything. And let me be clear on this. Even if he's done it with harp, it's only because the spirit allows it. So everything is still in our favor because these goddesses, since the earthquake, have been coming. And I'll drop a few names. I've seen all of this in the astral. Others have seen it in the astral and children, and I'll let you know who. So even if it is harp, it's still in our favor. So note that you had a now we're at a point where we had a harp movie using the word unobtainium, and the whole thing that they're digging for is unobtainium in Avatar. Now, in terms of ritual, how does it play out? In the movie, it's basically a Pocahontas story. White boy comes, save the day, black girl falls in love with him. Now, what you have in Haiti is the white boy, Bill Clinton, now running the whole shit. He's the avatar. Remember, niggas before Obama was saying he was the first black president. He was the one who was in. In the movie Avatar, it was about them accepting the white boy into the tribe. Bill Clinton has been accepted into the nigger tribe. He would make the perfect avatar. He is now sitting over the whole Haitian relief fund. And they voted him in just the way the tribe in Avatar voted the white boy Jake Scully in. Jake Scully, or Jake Sully, which is Sullen, or Jake is Yakub, the father, their Osiris, their father. So what you have is Bill Clinton now sitting in as Jake Sully, the white boy. Now they also did this ritual where, if you remember in the movie, there was the black young guy. I can't remember his name, but he was supposed to take over the tribe next. He was the most outraged about this fucking white boy coming into their village and living amongst them. In this movie, everything was against him. Eventually, in the movie, he goes, "I will fly with you, brother," and all this kind of bullshit. because it was showing him taking off his hat to this white boy saying, you can lead us better than I can lead my own. So it was a way of sucking this white boy's dick, even they all painted fucking blue, to try to confuse you on that. This was act out in the ritual of them sitting down Wyclef Jean. Now think about this. Symbolically, Wyclef Jean is represented as the that particular dude. Symbolically, based upon his work as the prodigal son in America, the prodigal son comes home, eventually becomes the father or takes over the tribe. Wyclef Jean has done the most vocally and financially that I've ever seen for Haiti personally. He was that dude. So they parked his ass with taxes, and now he must say to Clinton, by basically symbolically showing whatever, because Clinton now runs this thing now. He must show to Clinton his paperwork, or in other words, he must say, I will fly with you, brother. You get what I'm saying? So what this means is you're seeing this ritual played out. There was another guy, Bobby told me, he was educated in England, but he's the professor of voodoo. He's an older guy, and he's making all this noise saying this Christianity is all about shutting down voodoo, and this is all about an attack on voodoo and these nuns and these da 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 da. He's representing the father of that tribe. He's representing the father of that tribe who got killed in the movie. So are they going to kill this guy? Not necessary. They're going to kill the magical aspect. People are going to say, even black people now, even these conscious people, if magic works, why was they eating dirt? If magic works, why didn't they stop the harp or the earthquake? You got to understand, this thing is in the path of what it is we all supposed to be doing. And I go into detail why something like this can happen. And I'm doing a new series on Blues Show, where I go into extreme detail on the remix on blogtalkradio.com/the remix. One word. I'm going to announce the show where I'm going to talk about all of this plus much, much more and give it a bigger picture. Now, understand that there's also been dream work on this thing too. Now, before I go into that, I want you to be clear now. What they do, this is how a ritual or magic works. They give you a movie, the blockbuster of the year, the be-all, the end-all, and you now have love for this story. So subconsciously, you've now adapted and know this story. Subconsciously, they now get to play this story out for you in real life. And you love it. You won't even notice it's happening. But it will feel it comes from a place of love, i.e. the humanitarian thing. Now, what you also seen in Avatar was a debate between the elite. Should we, in the movie Avatar, is a debate. Should we just go in and blow this motherfucker up and take what we need? Or we need to merge with these motherfuckers and we need to understand. Remember what Sigourney Weaver was saying. Don't just listen to this motherfucker. Listen to this motherfucker. You need to hear what she's talking about. In other words, all they're talking about is our magical science. That's all they're talking about here. And I know they're digging for physical shit that's under there as well, but you got to understand. Now, also note, Kenneth Grant said that Haiti is a part or leftover part of Atlantis. Now, there you have your Pandora. You get what I'm saying? So there's been a few dreams. Miss Blue had a dream where she went to Haiti in the dream world, and she tells this story, but she basically was able to talk to the earth in the dream world, and the goddess was speaking back to her, said there would be another earthquake. Now, I also went in, got a meditation, came out. There's a goddess who woke up, was like a Pele goddess. Pele is the goddess of Hawaiian volcanoes, who sleeps until the Holocaust, if you will. A goddess named Ma Asia came through, said she is now awoke. So even if they did it with harp, it's all good because it still works in our favor. And they showed that in the movie, because even though the white boys blew it up, it caused that goddess to wake up, and all of nature had to line up. So I urge you to think in your mind, to line your mind up with that goddess energy right now, because no matter how they did it, it's still going to work in our favor. Peace.